Yuya was a fat, disgusting ugly loner, ostracized by society and even abused by his own family. After losing the last ray of hope in his life, he accidentally entered the door of another world and found himself before he knew it. He opened a cheat detection system. The hottest guy in school and learning that he has a magic that allows him to save his friends from a burning building. A limo ball tournament is waiting for Yuya after school, and a man offers him to join Chad's entertainment industry. He declines and is surprised that the woman rejects the teenager's offer to join the entertainment industry, but Yuya humbly says that he is enjoying his high school life more now than anyone else and thanks them for the offer. But the manager yells at his assistant, securing Yuya for a new job. A new foot gets out of the car and his friends are surprised he knows the hottest model. His assistant shows them this month's magazine and they see Yuya sitting next to Mew. When he's surprised that he did, the manager tells him to hurry up and suck it off. Sorry, I meant suck it. So he's already flying a flyer to be a member. I guess that's why they call them flyers. And the manager looks at him. He grabs one and sees the ball sports competition thinks. When he breaks into a prestigious academy and catches Yui playing with balls, he wonders if he'll create the next bestseller and thus they can take all his photos without his consent. Glasses, I meant his glasses. Deep in the forest, opening the waterfall at night, Yui strikes to hit the skeleton. The skull prepares a final attack, but Yui ends the fight with the sword. Even with all this training, he feels his own fluidity in his replacement. Weakened between physical and magical attacks, he wonders if he'll ever get stronger, and thinks he'll try to go deeper into the forest tonight, noticing the hard black woods that washed over them as they walked together, or that's what we call them, he told the BBC. His companions have to be careful, but Akatsuki wonders when he got so big. After seeing the real Akatsuki, a giant pig crushes Yui's core and sends him flying towards a tree. Reaches for a healing potion, but the pig continues to attack her. Unable to heal her wounds, she charges one last time, but a voice from the darkness says that it will help Julia, and a flash of light draws the pig away from the source. The power was a white rabbit and he tells the pig to disappear before releasing a magic wave that spreads throughout the forest. Yuyen notices how all the solid black trees are destroyed and sees that the rabbit is a level 4 rabbit. Roddy and orders them to hurry and show them their kicks, and Akatsuki wants to be first. With all the confidence in the world he tries to show off his kicks, but the rabbit says he has less hope than me. Emotional than finding a girlfriend. Damage. Light thinks he can do better, and after showing off his kicks, Rabbit thinks there's some potential here. Finally Yuya continues to show off his kicks and Rabbit has some potential there. Smiles at the thought of having talent, but it proceeds to show him what a proper shot looks like, sending a wave of wind that sweeps through 4 shots. Hard black trees. He orders Yuya to practice this new move all night, and after hours of practice he finally makes some progress. He knocks down the tree, and as days go by the rabbit jumps on him and argues. Starts. They continue sparring, but Yue wonders why they are training so much. The rabbit reveals that he chose Yuya to be his successor in this world. It is a divine duty to train students and pass on their techniques. They are their creatures that have mastered their spheres and must protect the world from evil, the negative aspects of this world. These vials are the physical embodiment of evil. They will do everything to harm innocent life. Be the bamboo I got. The rabbit told him that he could give up the title, but when the balance of the battle turns and the vial becomes inevitable, the only way to protect more people is to have more allies, and the rabbit does that. Can't see the limits of Yuya's talents. He chose him to be the next divine successor. Even Yuya said that he didn't want to protect everyone he met in this world, he wanted to protect him, so he surprised the rabbit his determination and agreed to continue training him, but on the condition that he would be taught magic along the way. The barrier that prevents the entry of the world's most powerful beings is a magical miracle, so the rabbit Yuya he asks to train under him. He doesn't bow down, and they look forward to teaching each other everything they know. Walk in the forest. Run for his life. Level 3 King Mithril. This is his chance for revenge, and he hopes the vial will be them. Says the battle is much stronger than this creature, but even if it is much stronger, after Yuya defeats the enemy, he throws his spear weapons one after another and crushes the pig. The knight and Akatsuki run to congratulate him, and Yuya sees all objects in the level just dropped, but they're not top tier stuff, and Rabbit says there's still triple S rank and X rank stuff, and besides, the bad stuff is legendary tier, so he can't beat them alone in the system. This situation tells Yuya that his species has now reached a critical point where it can evolve, which the rabbit explains is one of the rarest things for a human. But at least there is no change in his appearance at school. The competition for the ball begins, and the manager tells Yuya that he has prepared a very special test for him. A giant man appears, and Yuya thinks that this dude is not like a normal high school student. The assistant makes this guy the champion of the national tournaments after being hired, and people called him a sniper. In one serve he lets the ball fly past Yuya and Yui remembers that he felt this energy before, but compared to the beasts from another world he thinks this guy is nothing. He hits the ball to make a hole in the table, shakes hard and asks to back off. Yuya wonder when this show will get any budget, so KO'd runs and spends this department's budget. He begs to play with volleyball. Sorry, I meant volleyball, and the manager drags the cameraman. Take all the guys to the volleyball arena. Now that he's on his team I think it's going to be an easy game. But after the game started 20% more budget was lost and they lost an entire gymnasium. Hardened enemies retreat and games continue to be dominated by UA teams as the manager gets angry. The budget of the show is not only spent by KO'd but the net worth of their entire camera company. UEA is upset and depressed, but they hear someone scream and see Kaori leave the game. He runs to Yuya and asks him to take his teammate's place. The first responders take his body away and he tells Yuya to watch out for the surf. The opponents think it's a sad outcome and tell you it'll be there soon. Kaori serves the ball but misses completely. Good with his second serve but out to kill the big one. Yuya finally realizes which server to watch out for. The enemy team gets a chance to serve and the ball almost goes out of bounds, but Yuya hits it back to the enemy. Sense continues to resist the court and all their attacks. He jumps into the sky to catch the ball in the game and Kaori thinks that he will finally be useful. How does he fly after him? How does Yuya win? Can ride and it stops the Kaori from falling. The manager supports all the photos he needs. After the match Yuya finds Kaori standing by the pole and she asks her if she can ride her pole. Sorry, I asked her to come because she saved it once again. So he wants to do something. To thank him Yuya tells him that he doesn't need to do anything because being with him makes him happy. He wonders what she said and asks him to close his eyes. As she runs to him he comes closer and Yuya says that thought the sweetest smell he ever smelled. She asks him what he did, but he tells her that it's a secret. In the forest, at night, a rabbit suddenly held and casts a spell to attack the vial in front of him. How can he do it? Use magic. But after he gains new information he reveals that he is still studying under Yuya. He revises his goal of destroying the vial, which allows Yuya to become the master of the divine, gives a great level of threat to, and says that the energy will dissipate from the body of the impure. Kill Yuya first. Rabbit realizes that his power is superior in every way, so he must teach Yuya everything before his life is in danger.